Hey everyone, this is your favorite anime lad, and today I'm bringing to you the King's Avatar Season 1. Yechu, the former best player of excellent era, is disgracefully kicked to the curb and replaced by the newbie Son Jiang. They tell him to retire and go live like a normal person. Ye, being the chill legend that he is, agrees and walks off to rest, leaving his bestie, Mo Cheng, in tears. The manager, confident that Ye's career is over, watches him as he strolls into Happiness Cafe like a boss. Inside, the frazzled manager, Go, is losing miserably at the game. However, Ye steps up, finishes off the game in one goal, and Go is convinced that Ye is a pro until she sees Ye's ID and realizes it's just some dude named Yu Shiu. She hires him anyway, but only if he beats her in a match. Ye agrees and gets to work by reading the beginner's manual. Go, totally unimpressed, still mocks him. Ye, with no patience for her sass, casually drops that is actually Ye Chu, the gaming legend, but Go doesn't buy it one bit. Ye signs up for the District 10 League, picking a random unspecialized character named Lord Green, because why not? Ye also grabs a puny umbrella weapon. It's all part of the plan. Meanwhile, Go sleeps, oblivious to Ye's gaming genius. Ye gets in on the action with a sketchy party led by Mo, the fake pro, who clearly has ulterior motives, leading rookies into a fight with a boss they can't win. Naturally, the party gets wiped out. Moon tries to beg Yi for help, but Yi's like, nah, I saw through your scam. I'm doing this solo and taking all the loot. Yi waits until Moon's HP hits zero before taking down the Phantom Count with pro level ease. Go wakes up, sees Ye gathering loot, and assumes he's a slow, lucky noob. Meanwhile, Ye's shameless rep spreads through the league faster than free Wi-Fi, with players calling him out for letting his team die. Logging back in, Ye hears the gossip but couldn't care less. He targets Moon Party yet again. Moon reluctantly lets him join, plotting revenge in the Green Forest. Plot twist, Ye easily wipes out the boss effortlessly. Moon, realizing his revenge plan is toast, suggests that they head to the spider cave because apparently he hasn't fucking learned his lesson. In the cave, Ye casually wipes out the mini spider with one hit and then solos the spider boss like it's his job, which it kind of is. Blue River, a top player, notices this and bombards Ye with friend requests. After dodging invites like spam emails, Ye finally accepts, only to reject Blue River's guild offer with a polite, bro, I'm busy leveling up. Go returns and hears about Ye's triple boss kills. Naturally, she calls it a beginner's luck. Ye, needing a place to crash, asks for a room. Go shows him a luxurious suite, only to swap and shove him into a cramped storage closet with bed. Ye passes out instantly, embracing his fate like a freaking true hero. Later, Excellent Era officially announces Ye's retirement, triggering a league-wide sub-fest. Even Go gets emotional, bawling outside the cafe. Ye finds her a tissue box, offering peak emotional support. As she leaves, Ye stands alone in the snowy streets, takes a deep, dramatic puff, and stares into the future. Ye returns to the cafe to keep gaming, only to find Go still crying rivers. Undeterred, he pulls off a 24-8 combo, leaving Go in denial about his skills because accepting reality is apparently harder than defeating a game boss. Later, he teams up with Blue River's crew for a boss raid. He boldly kicks out the healers, replacing them with high damage players. The team panics because no healers equals instant doom in their world. But Yi, wielding his magical Swiss army umbrella, turns it into everything from a spear into a Gatling gun and charges at the goblins like a one-man action movie. Following Yi's lightning fast commands, the team miraculously wipes out the goblins in record time. The healers, expecting to retrieve corpses, are instead greeted by a server-wide announcement of the mission's success. Blue River is busy bragging when Ye promptly quits the guild. Mission accomplished. Mic dropped. Enter Tang, Go's gamer friend and self-proclaimed local gaming legend. After showing off by beating a minor boss, she confidently challenges Ye to a one-on-one match, betting real cash, while Ye bets a pack of six, clearly knowing how this will end. The fight starts with Tang holding her on, but Yi shifts gears, running circles around her like a gaming ninja. After an epic beatdown, Tang loses without even scratching Yi's avatar. Humiliated but determined, Tang demands a rematch, doubling down on her bets. Yi, reluctant to keep bullying her, agrees and destroys her again and again and again. By the end, Yi has more cash than the casino jackpots, while Tang sits in stunned silence, trying to process how she got demolished so many times. Yi, now fully funded, saunters off to spend his winnings on whatever nonsense catches his eyes, leaving Tang with one mission train like her life depends on it, and defeat Ye someday or maybe never. Yi strolls back into the cafe with fries bought from Tank's undefeated wallet, ultimate savage mode activated. Meanwhile, Tank, still sorting from an endless loss, decides to create a new glory account, opting for an unspecialized character like her new nemesis. Go, in full backseat gamer mode, convinces her to become a battle mage instead, using ancient training files she gathered about Yuchu, unaware that she's literally studying Yi's outdated autobiography. Yi, munching on his victory fries, notices their effort and casually tells them not to bother with the dusty files. He even offers to coach Tang personally, but she refuses because why learn from the best when you can struggle on your own? Later, Yi hears about a big boss causing havoc in the game. He crashes the party like an uninvited pro and takes on the beast solo, showing off with his umbrella turned weapons arsenal. Enter Steam Bones, a player as crazy as Yi, who immediately teams up with him like two action stars in a body cop movie. Meanwhile, Blue River and his crew has came in to swoop in for the final hit and claim the boss youth. Sensing their shady intentions, Yi leads the beast away, setting up an ambush with Moon's team. The boss isn't going down easily, taking his combo like it's training for a world championship fight. But when the boss tries to summon another undead horde, Bones goes full berserker and smashes the first undead like he's playing whack-a-mole. He finishes the boss with a WWE style smackdown into a wall, stealing the kill, while Blue River's gang is left fighting zombies like extras in a horror movie. The server lights up with another Lord Dream has done it again announcement, while Blue River bangs his head against the keyboard in frustration. Back at the cafe, Go is starting to suspect Yi might be something more than a fry-eating freeloader. Meanwhile, Blue River tries recruiting Yi again, only to be hit with Yi's rejection. Yet again, a new guild called Excellent Dynasty is making waves, and rumors are flying that Yi Chu has joined them. Annoyed, Yi jumps into the chat to shut it down, blaming their success on good players. Meanwhile, Yi plans to break a dungeon record and needs a five-man team. Go assume she's in because obviously she's the star in her own head, but knowing Yi, she's about to be disappointed other than a gamer at a loot box opening. Meanwhile, Song Jiang, the flashy star of excellent era, is on fire, gaining fans faster than a celebrity scandal. Yi watches one of Son's matches with a meh expression, predicting his downfall due to his lone wolf style. Go disagrees, claiming Song Jiang is basically a gaming superhero. Yi wisely ignores her commentary like a pro at a family reunion. In the match, Mucheng, Yi's old ally, struggles while the commentators pretend she's thriving. Just as things heat up, the cafe's power cuts out. Later, Yi and Tang are chilling when Ao, Yi's estimate, stumbles in, drunk, acting like he's auditioning for Real Gamers of Glory. He mocks Yi for being a lowly network manager while bragging about becoming vice captain. Yi, unfazed, metaphorically diaper changes Ao and sends him packing. Dan watches, totally confused, probably wondering if this is normal cafe service. Days later, he forms his dungeon breaking squad, Steam Bones, Chaos personified, Tang, Soft Miss, a wannabe Yi in training, and Munsheng, who joins quietly because legends move in silence. Wu tags along as a cleric, but mostly watches like a backseat driver in a racing game. During the Goblin fight, Yi masterfully balances fighting enemies and coaching Tang like a no-nonsense esports dad. Mushink's long distance cover is so precise that players begin suspecting her true identity, but no one wants to say it out loud because honestly, they are still recovering from being stomped by Lord Dream's team. And so, Ye squad keeps grinding while Go mentally adds underappreciated cleric to our list of grievances. As usual, Go assumes Mushin isn't the team's launcher and shocks their success up to John Block. Meanwhile, the team crushes missions like they are speedrunning life, leaving Mushin happy and Al fuming. Al can't believe he is still breaking records without excellent error. Seeing Ye's progress, Al suspects Yi is building a weapon to stage a gaming comeback. Fueled by Sort and Spite, Al challenges Yi to a duel. Yi, in classic trolling fashion, sends in Steamborn, aka Captain Chaos, who hilariously loses because he's playing like it's a freaking street brawl. Al's victory feels as hollow as an empty loot chest. Ready for a rematch, Al's reminded that he has an actual tournament to play and predictably bombs because revenge mode killed his focus. Later, Yi's old buddy Xiao Chan sneaks into the cafe like a ninja who talks way too much. Yi recruits him for a mission, but not before Xiao Chan threatens to blow his cover if things go south for them. They head to the boneyard where Yi triggers an undead apocalypse for fun and profit. The team watches in or as Yi uses his transforming weapon like it's a magical army knife. Xiaotong goes full fanboy, chasing Yi around like, teach me your way, sensei. The Boneyard boss shows up looking like it's late for a horror movie audition. Yi and Xiao Tian team up using absurd stunts and tactical banter to trap the boss in the wall. Yao Chan fights with a style that's equal parts grace and shatterbox energy, making Steam Ball seem downright zen by comparison. Talk turns to Ao again. He knows Ao's been trying to spy on his tactics, but lets him tag along anyway for maximum trolling potential. His philosophy seems to be use every player like a game mechanic. Before they leave, he recruits Xiaochan into the Blue Brigade with a pep talk that's 80% strategy and 20% dude, stop yapping. How is that Yi's team has smashed his record and cleared the mission even faster than he did. Naturally, he's curious about Yi's new teammate, Xiao Chan. A quick peek at Xiao's profile and bam, Ao figures out he's the one. Xiao's worried about Ao, but Yi tells him not to sweat it. Xiao sees Ao as a wolf in sheep's clothing, but Yi's more like, let's see if the wolf can actually catch us first. Meanwhile, Muching is still technically under contract with Excellent Era for another year and a half, so Yi will have to patiently wait for her to join the ranks. By then, Yi will be 26, but hey, his skills are timeless. When Xiao leaves, Yi doesn't forget to collect the fee for his time at the cafe because he works for free. Fast forward to a mission where Yi and his team are attacked by Wang, a top tier player from Tiny Head. Wang's goal is to figure out Lord Grimm's identity, and after getting wrecked by Yi's team, he deduces the truth. Lord Grimm is Yi. Realizing that, Wang gets serious. He rallies his team, hands them some player IDs, and tells them to eliminate Lord Grimm. Yi Fan, one of Wang's team members, is confused. Why are they going after a rookie like Lord Grimm? Spoiler, Yi Fan is about to get schooled. He effortlessly dodges the attacks, even causing one of them to accidentally hurt his own teammate. He's tapping his keyboard so fast the game can barely keep up. Yifan tries to get sneaky with his stealth moves, but he's already one step ahead, dodging and counter-attacking like a pro. When Yifan tries to use smoke to block Yi's vision, Yi just walks out of the smoke and throws him into a wall. At this point, he's practically mocking them. Before Yi finish off Yifan's teammate, Wang himself shows up, ready to lead the charge with his whole team. Wang announces that their one mission is to take down Lord Grimm. When one of his team members asks why they are going after Hiroki, Wang drops the bomb. Lord Grimm is Yi Chu, the boss of bosses. Everyone's like, oh, oops. Yi, feeling totally unfazed by Wang and his teams ganging up on him, straight up dares them to come at him all at once. Arrogant, definitely, but Yi's got the skills to back it up. The team charges after him, but Yi just shoots a few rounds and starts running. When asked why he's running, Yi calmly responds that it's not cowardice, but a strategic retreat. The team is left in the dust as Yi scales the fence and disappears faster than they can blink. Yi found the genius, figures out that Yi went offline. Shamelessly much, Wang tells his team to train harder because, let's be real, Wang alone has no chance against Yi. But with a full squad, maybe they can pull it off. Ye, being his usual chill self, logs in on another account to visit Wang's team and offers them a shot at him in the arena. But here's the catch. If they want a crack at him, they have to defeat Tank first. Tank predictably gets wrecked. Yi honors his word and sets up private arena for the showdown. Before the big fight, Yi gives the fans some advice on switching his specialization from assassin to ghostblade. Ifan is a huge fan of Yi, so he takes it all in stride. No bullying here, just a little mentor-mentee moment. The battle between Yi and Wang begins, and they are equally matched in speed and skill, throwing attacks like it's nobody's business. At one point, Yi decides to play dirty, as usual. He pushes a pillar onto Wang. The crowd's into it, but Wang isn't having it, summoning an ice wall to block Yi's fiery stunts. After a few minutes of intense action, the match ends in a draw. Yi, ever the cocky one, tells Wang he tried his best, while Wang, feeling slightly less smug, vows to train harder. Meanwhile, Yi in his room, surrounded by dead keyboards, when Tang drops by him with some gossip. Wang has invited her to join his guild. Spoiler alert, Tang politely declines the offer. Yi tells her to keep practicing and she will go pro in no time. Meanwhile, Yi Fan, inspired by Yi's advice, switches to Ghostblade and gets ready to put in the work. Lastly, Bao, also Steamborn, shows up at the cafe, claiming he's on a trip, but really, he's just there to say hi to Yi. Yi, being the master of observation, immediately realizes that Bao is exactly like his in-game character, awkward, quirky, and totally Bao. Yi, Tang, and Bao hit up the game trading center to upgrade their gear. Bao spots a fancy orange-rated weapon and immediately starts begging Yi to buy it. Yi, being the frugal strategist he is, shuts that down faster than a server crash, declaring it too expensive. While making trades, Yi slyly sells the spider trade back to the Blue Brook Guild trader. Talk about returning goods with style. Meanwhile, Yi's rising fame as Lord Grim has the gaming elite buzzing. Some call him a fluke, while others are already sweating in their gaming chairs. At the desolate lands, Yi and the gang regroup when Bao's danger sense, Spidey sense, kicks in. He steadily ambushes the stalker, only to realize it's Yi Fan who comes seeking Yi's mentorship after switching to Ghost Blade mode. Yi welcomes him aboard, but reassures Bao his instincts were actually spot on. Real enemies are lurking. Suddenly, players from multiple guilds rains down like they're auditioning for an action movie. Ifan unleashes a power-up array that boosts the whole team's skills like a next-level cheat code. They demolish the attackers with pro-level combos, leaving their foes to contemplate life choices. Enter Shoreside, an overconfident loudmouth determined to solo Yi. Bao Onipe slaps him around like it's an amateur hour, and Yi finishes with a move that sends Shoreside flying like a rejected friend request. Humiliated, Shoreside takes his saltiness to the washout, ranting like a sore loser. Just when things seem to cool down, the Blue Brook Guild's big boss Chun arrives. Meanwhile, it's revealed that the earlier ambush was orchestrated by Excellent Ara thanks to Ao's eternal grudge against Yi for rejecting his team application years ago. Dude's been holding on to that rejection like it's his last shred of dignity. Yi, ever the chess master, loops Yifan into his next top secret mission, assigning him a critical role. But there's a catch. Yifan has only 3 chances to level up fast. Initially unsure, Yifan remembers Yi's words of economy and locks in with a renewed determination. Yi takes over Go's launcher character to face off against Shoreside in the arena, and everyone's like, is he going to get wrecked? But nope, he's got this. Shoreside tries to confuse him by splitting into multiple copies, but he just bombs them all with cannon fire like he's playing whack-a-mole. He even throws the cannon in the air for extra style points before delivering a surprise belly shot and ending the fight in under 30 seconds. Everyone's jaw hits the floor with this insane feat. Meanwhile, Shao's guildmaster Yu is watching the fight and immediately figures out that Lord Grim is Ye Chu. Yu's got the detective skills of Sherlock Holmes, piecing everything together, even realizing that Shao created a new character just to hang with Ye's squad. Shao tries to lie his way out, but fails miserably. So he admits he's got a whole year of grind ahead to become the game's top player. Nice try though. Then Yi finds out about this new blogger, Concealed Light, who writes about game events like some sort of in-game fortune teller. He's like, this guy's a noob, but I guess it's okay. Later, Shao gets caught talking to Yi and Yi's like, hey, I want a duel with Lord Dream. So they battle in the arena. Yi's a little slow on the actions per minute, but his experience makes up for it. The two exchange attacks like they are in a slow motion action movie. Yi tries to trap Yi in a ring of fire, but he's like, nah, I'm out, and breaks free. The match ends with mutual respect, and you realizing Yi's character will be a pain once it levels up. Yao watches the replay and is shook. He's so fast that even the camera can't keep up. So Shao tries to challenge him, but he's like, I'm too busy making money from missions, dude. Go bother someone else. Meanwhile, Mushin sneaks into the cafe with his scarf to hide her identity. Everyone knows the famous excellent era team, except Yi, who has kept his face a mystery. Gu is still in disbelief that Yi Chu is in a cafe. Yi is like, yeah, I'm just chilling. Back in the game, he's got a whole squad of players gunning for him, and it looks like Ao staring the pot again. Even Bao getting haunted and is hiding in a well like an absolute pro. But of course, a weird player finds him there, and this isn't going to end well for that guy. The weird guy chasing him suddenly comes clean, saying he's not evil and just trying to help. The guy sends a friend request, and Bao is like, wait, you are conceived light? Bao tries to make a run for it, but surprise, the pursuers are still there, hot on his trail. Just when it looks like Bao's toast, a mysterious voice tells him exactly where to run, and boom, he loses the bad guys. Turns out it's concealed light giving him directions. Bao's unimpressed and wonder if he's finally safe, but no, concealed light is still lurking in the shadows, popping up like a ninja every time Bao looks away. Meanwhile, he's chilling in the Konji forest minding his business when Shao keeps spamming him with duel requests. Yi, the master of trolling, agrees and lures Shao into a trap where suddenly a whole band of bandits shows up to kill them. Shao panics and runs like a chicken, but when the bandits realize Shao is not the target, they turn on him. Poor Shao ends up chasing the bandits instead, like the plot is no one saw coming. He gets some revenge, beating up a few bandits for making him feel unimportant. Meanwhile, Yi is over there in a tree, hiding like a true stealth pro. As Yi is about to face down the bandit, he gets surrounded by the whole gang. But don't worry, Team Yi swoops in like a group of superheroes. Bao is being busy with concealed light, cuts through the bandits like butter. Concealed light himself, however, is too clumsy to be of any real help. He keeps bumping into trees and passes out like a toddler after a sugar rush. When he wakes up, his first move is to accidentally punch Bao in the you know where. The battle continues, but he is multitasking like he's a champ, fighting off bandits while taking customer orders. The bandits thinks he is using some secret code, but nope, he's just dealing with customers and making them even angrier. In the end, Yi and his crew wipe the floors with the bandits, leaving only the leaders for the grand finale. They are about to have the worst day of their gaming career. Yi and his crew wipe the floor with the bandits, and Bao is still itching for more action even after the battle is over. Meanwhile, Shao's sulking because he didn't get to duel Yi, even though it's clear he'd be crushed. Musheng and Yi share a cozy night together, with Yi serving up the finest instant noodles before Musheng falls asleep on his shoulder. Tang, ever the curious one, asks who Musheng is, and Yi just makes up a name on the spot, Momo, because why not? Tang offers to let her stay the night, but Yi declines, not wanting to blow Musheng's cover. Back at Tyrannical Ambition HQ, Zhang's enjoy a nice meal when a member busts in with a footage of Lord Grimm's latest antics. Zhang's, like any self-respecting person, finishes his food first before doing anything. After reviewing the video, Zhang and their guild master Han quickly figure out that Lord Grimm is none other than Yi Chu, and they decide it's time for a little visit to Yi. Next thing you know, Yi is being ambushed in the canyon by Zhang and his cronies. Zhang's up on a cliff, backing others like he's a general, while Yi is just running circles around them, dodging long-range attack like a pro. He sets a trap to hold them down and almost escapes, but Anne, the guild leader, drops in like a ninja and knocks Yi to the ground. Yi and Anne start digging it out like it's a fight for the ages, with punches flying and backstories being shared. Turns out, Yi and Anne used to be friends, who were once the top two players in the game. They ended up on opposite teams, and their rivalry took off when Yi beat Anne in the Pro Alliance League final, which Anne definitely didn't hold a grudge about. After a legendary battle, they respect each other enough to stop throwing hands and agree that they will meet again in the big league. He promises to take a year off, but when he returns, the battle will be on. And that's a wrap. Yi and Anne log off, and the stage is set for their epic return to the big league. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop your favorite anime recaps in the comment section. Catch you later.